What is going on, guys? How y'all doing on this Saturday afternoon? This is the Club of the Man 1993, and I am here live for a very brief live review of Smackdown. I'm on very limited time here now. I had a lot of other things come up today. I had a lot of things come up today that I'm doing. I'm going to get a haircut after this. I need to be like an hour. And I meet my friend for dinner afterwards. So tonight I will do my Clash of Champions preview and predictions. I'll do that stream tonight. So I'm on limited time. This is going to be a very brief review. I actually did not get to watch SmackDown last night. I had a video chat guys night with some of my friends. So I did that instead of watching SmackDown. I had a good time. I watched the highlights on YouTube from this episode of SmackDown, and I'll be honest, not so many things really interest me about this show. There was a few things I thought that was good, particularly stuff with the big dog, and Bayley had a good promo also, but nothing really I thought was that good. Was it better than Raw? Absolutely, and it's weird for me saying, because honestly, for the longest time, Raw at least had somewhat intriguing storylines. SmackDown, on the other hand, has felt lifeless. Roman Reigns is really the only reason why I want to watch SmackDown every week. And he's doing the job he needs to do. He's drawing that attention to see who's that person who's gonna finally, beat the crap out of this piece of crap who's just literally, well, I don't say piece of crap, but like this guy who's literally just all in power, and you want to see him just finally get defeated. They're finally booking him right, as I keep saying. But nothing else is really turning my head at all, really, on either of these shows. But this show, at least, was not intelligence insulting. Raw this past week was intelligence insulting. And, of course, it does not help also that apparently, I'm hearing rumors that T-Bar, is, heavily defending Retribution online. So he's already getting big time heat, which I gotta get those Turner Lords cop as well. But again, guys, I've had so much going on lately that I wanted to do, which is why I'm just so far behind, and why also I'm considering maybe just skipping doing Takeover 31 card predictions. If I don't have them done by Monday, I'm not doing them. But I'm going to try to tomorrow, but we'll see, because I have a doubleheader tomorrow, and of course there is Clash of Champions that may be video chatting with a friend to watch it, but who knows. But again, like I said, let's talk about the show really quickly. Tyler thought it was better than Ryan watch Raw, and Roman and AJ are only two reasons why he watches SmackDown, which again, if that's the case, don't blame you. Gosh, this long hair, I'm going to get rid of this long hair in an hour, so thank goodness. I will, next time you see me, I will be short-haired, not these wings here and whatnot. I can't believe I've waited this long to get a haircut again. Anyways, Tyler gave it a B-. Okay, again, he probably enjoyed it more, but again, I personally just didn't really see too much out of the show whenever I watched the highlights. This is why I gave it the grade I did. This show opened up with, they're doing that championship ascension ceremony before, since there's that triple threat ladder match. They're putting both, Jeff Hardy's and Sami Zayn's Intercontinental Championships up on top of the ladder. As, of course, there'll be the triple threat match on Sunday to decide who is the real Intercontinental Champion in the ladder match, which should be a good match. Styles claims he's the rightful owner because Jeff Hardy won that after kicking him in the face with a knee brace. Zayn, though, calls Hardy a fraudulent champion. And then he attacks they attach the Hiles on the hook, and then Sami starts attacking the both of them with the ladder. But then, for no reason, I guess we were supposed to get apparently Jeff Hardy and Sami Zayn one-on-one, but for no reason, Adam Pearce adds AJ Styles to the match. Why are we doing this match when it's supposed to be happening on Sunday? I get it, it's not a ladder match, but still, why? I hate when they do that. Unless it actually means something. For no reason, these three are facing off in a triple threat ladder match on Sunday. They still face off in a triple threat match just to get bragging rights. What's the point then? But from what I saw, again, I'm just glad at least they're actually letting Sami Zayn wrestle. That's the only thing I really know. I still don't care for Sami's character, but I'm just glad he is finally at least wrestling again and not being like a manager and acting like he being limited that he can't wrestle. Again, if he could wrestle, imagine how much better his match with Daniel Bryan would have been at WrestleMania this year. It still makes me mad. But the match happens, and Sami Zayn won. Followed by me, he still needs a haircut as well. But afterwards, AJ Styles attacks both of them with a ladder before going up and top and retrieving both the titles from the hook. Typical, so that was fine. That was whatever it was, even though, once again, I hate the fact that we had to do this match. Again, we're doing this match on Sunday, so why are you here again? Who the heck knows? So we got that. Then we got this interview with Heavy Machinery. Following up from this whole lawsuit that Miz and Morrison are filing against Otis last week for God knows who the hell what. Otis was basically saying how Miz's lawyers will not be taking this contract from him, and then Miz and Morrison roll up. They taunt Otis about how his lawyers will bankrupt him and just get on again about Mandy and all this. Otis, of course, is saying how, like, this is not doesn't need to be taken to court, it's to be taken in the ring, so if you want it, come get it, pretty much. And then Tucker points out how I guess only Miz's name was on this lawsuit or something like that. So I don't know if they're going for like a loophole on the lawsuit, or if you're trying to tease more attention with Miz and Morrison. As they attack him afterwards, I'm just like, what's the point of this? Again, this whole story, this whole thing is just making Miz and Morrison especially just look even more stupid. Again, you all expect Miz to be a great heel. Well, this heel run's been awful for him. Again, I can't begin to just declare how much I've hated, Miz and Morrison ever since they dropped the tag titles. They're idiots. They're just so dumb. It's not even funny. It's just, I hate it. So we have that. And then Bayley has a promo on the ramp with the steel chair she used to destroy Sasha Banks, saying she has no time to waste on Sasha, but she's going to prepare for her match with Nikki Cross, saying how Nikki thinks this is going to be different because Sasha's not in her corner. It's like, well, just wait, it is going to be different. It is still going to be the same results, all that blah, blah, blah. Good promo she cut, but, it's just whatever for a match that we've seen how many times coming up on Sunday. So we all know Bayley's going to win that. So, yeah, that's that. Shinsuke Nakamura defeated Grand Metalik. Do you care? I don't, because even though these teams have been feuding, going back and forth ever since Nakamura and Cesaro won the tag titles, it's just been like, this is the same thing. Who cares? And afterwards, Cesaro attacks Lince Dorado while Kalisto remained outside, and Dorado then shoves Kalisto. Again, why are we breaking up more tag teams? I still don't get why. Again, is there even... Just delete the tag team division if you don't want tag titles, for crying out loud. Jeez, oh man. Jey Uso was knocking on the dressing room door of Roman Reigns, who wasn't answering the door. He then comes out to the ring and says he will keep it in the family. He wants to interview Roman Reigns himself. He asks here to come to the ring, but Roman still's backstage, not coming out of his dressing room. Heyman comes out, though, and says the WWE Universe deserves what Roman Reigns has to say, but it will happen when the tribal chief is ready. Okay, wait to see what he says. Oh boy, then we have King Corbin backstage saying how, Matt Riddle's gonna experience unbearable pain and excruciating agony. Thinking he sounds tough on his top again, he just sounds so stupid. And Matt Riddle takes on King Corbin, and Matt Riddle loses. Yeah, Matt Riddle lost clean to King Corbin. I mean, yes, he's at least pinned Corbin before, but still, 50-50 booking. Getting nowhere. Just like Keith Lee's getting nowhere on Raw because he keeps getting... All of his matches are ending in disqualifications. Matt Riddle is losing clean to King Corbin. Don't like it. And I heard the match was pretty long, too. Like, why would this match be as long as it was? So I didn't care about that. Matt Riddle afterwards apparently says, I will continue to grind until SmackDown is the bro show. There we go. Again, just overdoing with the whole bro. Jeez, again, it's the same as last week. Again, Vince McMahon just easily ruins NXT stars and just ruins their gimmicks because he needs to make them into his gimmick. We can tell the difference, Vince. Ridiculous. We get another vignette of the mysterious woman, Carmella, Again, it's Carmella. Just reveal it. It's so obvious it's Carmella. Lacey Evans and Alexa Bliss had a match, and the match was whatever. But then the Fiend's, vignette plays, which causes, Alexa Bliss to go, all, ballistic again. And she just got disqualified against Lacey Evans and hits her with the Sister Abigail. At least that had some more visual to it. Again, the fact last week they just had, Lacey Evans say the Fiend, and Alexa Bliss was like, I guess possessed. It just wasn't believable. This, at least, I thought was more believable. So I can at least appreciate that. But again, it's still weird. Again, what is going on? Is this supposed to be a heel faction? A face faction? Again, what is this? The Fiend's being booked like a baby face. Although we haven't seen the Fiend ever since Vince McMahon basically interfered with the Firefly Funhouse, and that walrus-looking guy, whatever his name was, looked like Heyman. Haven't seen them for weeks. They probably ruined the Firefly Funhouse now, so who knows? I don't know. So that happens, but as Alexa Bliss was leaving, Roman Reigns comes out, and they basically walk past each other, and she just looks at him. So I don't know if this is the tease for their feud. I keep hearing they're trying to save Roman and the Fiend for WrestleMania. Even though I'm thinking, we like to see, someone fresh, Big E or Keith Lee get that shot at Roman Reigns WrestleMania. If they're going to have the Fiend defeat Roman Reigns, go for it, for sure. But, because again, just having him just win the title and then immediately drop it and then go knock after it all sounded a little bit dumb to me. But it does not, even though Roman Reigns and Bray Wyatt can have a good match, it does not need to be Hell in a Cell. You don't need to wait. We're not going to waste Hell in a Cell again on the Fiend. And we're not going to ruin Hell in a Cell just like we've done the past 2 years. But, anyways. So they come out. Heyman starts to speak. But then Jey Uso comes out. Roman takes a microphone and he says, he basically tells Jey Uso that, obviously they're brothers, they're family and whatnot. And he says if he could, he'd give that title to Jey if he could. But he says, I'm sorry, but I just don't think you could handle the responsibility like I can. I'm sorry. You're just a twin. And as he walks away, Jey Uso cuts this really great promo saying, what if you're wrong? What if, he basically just mentions how, what if you're wrong, Us? What if why can't I be the one to handle, being at the head of the table? Why can't I be the one to provide for the family? The family's counting on both of us, not just you. He says, for years, you've always been on top. You're always number one. You're always the big dog, Roman Reigns. And then there's me. People see me, and all I say is, which one are you? I waited this whole opportunity, so why, Us? Why? Why can't I, be the one on top? At Clash of Champions, I'm going to push you to the limit, pretty much. Roman just had his back turned on him when he walks out. Jey gets on the ramp, he's hype up, 2 nights, Clash of Champions. Before he turns around, Roman Superman punches him out of nowhere, which is quite sick. And then he cuts this vicious, angry-looking promo. He just starts yelling at him, saying, take your payday as well as the ass whooping that's going to come with it. I need this championship to provide not just for my family, but for your family and the rest of the family. I need this title, and you're going to take it from me? No, you're not going to take it from me. You're going to take that ass whooping that's going to come with it, and the pain and everything. This vicious, angry-looking Roman Reigns promo. Vince, okay, I know I hate it when people say this to me as well, so I feel a little empty for saying this, but still, I'm going to say, Vince, was it that hard? Look at it. He's killing it now. He is killing it. The role he needs to be, finding himself. Okay, nowhere close to yet, but at some point down the road, if he gets over with the crowd well enough, you can turn him babyface and make him that top guy you wanted to. But of course, don't just turn him face and book him, like you were before. Again, this is what Roman Reigns has needed the entire time. He's cutting hells of promos and just being vicious, just playing that role of that guy who thinks he's in total power. He, for crying out loud, is basically dragging Paul Heyman around Paul Heyman's not his manager. Paul Heyman is basically, Roman Reigns is basically Paul Heyman's, manager or whatnot. Roman Reigns, for crying out loud, is acting like he's got power over everyone. And he even comes across that with Paul Heyman. And it's excellent. They're making it different than, of course, just him being another Paul Heyman guy, they're making it just like another Brock Lesnar. No, they're making this Paul Heyman Roman Reigns. And I love it. It's literally one of the only reasons why I tune into SmackDown. This is the run Roman Reigns needed to get with the championship in hand. Yes, he interrupted the Fiend's second and third and very, very brief world title reign. Again, though, this is all you had to do the whole time. And I love how, again, there's rumors that he's going to be, debuting a new look and a new theme song. But again, it's slowly evolving. Yes, he's a heel, but he's slowly bringing out more and more and more and more. And this feud with him and Jey Uso, to me, is like the one stepping stone he needed. Get more heat on him. Bring it into the family. That's what they gotta do. But I don't want to talk too much more because I gotta get going in like 2 minutes. And also, I want to save stuff to save for my Clash of Champions predictions as well. So guys, that's going to do it for this live review. Let's check the poll on Twitter I posted last night. What grade would you give SmackDown? 12 votes, 33.3% said A, 50% said B, 8.3% said C, 8.3% said D or lower. Other than the Roman Reigns stuff, and Bayley's promo was fine. I like the visuals they did for Alexa Bliss and The Fiend this time, but again, it's still not really hitting it off that big for me. I'm gonna give this episode a C minus. I just didn't. I probably would like to more if I actually watch it, but since I didn't get to watch the whole thing, I feel like everything I see, I'm just like nothing's really exciting me that much. So I gave this a C minus. Check this the live chat. Nothing really much there. He would rather have AJ and Roman at Mania. Would be good, like I said. Get somebody fresh in there, like a Big E or Keith Lee. Or again, even if they want to finally give The Fiend a moment at WrestleMania that's positive and not negative. Well, sorry. They did last year at least, so okay. But new star, Big E or Keith taking the title off of him could be good. But AJ and Roman at one point, yes, definitely. But that's going to do it, guys. Again, I got to get going. I got to get my hair cut, meet my friend for dinner, and then I'll be back up here in a few more hours, a little later on tonight, do my Clash of Champions pre-predictions. Again, if I get time, I'll try to do TakeOver 31 card predictions, but I can't guarantee it, guys. It's just so soon, not much build to it, and I just don't have the time. So we'll see, though. So what are your thoughts, guys, on this SmackDown Live review, or what are your thoughts on SmackDown this week as well? Please leave your thoughts down in the comments section below. Slap a like on the video and subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Twitter at DemandAirborne93. Until then, guys, I'm checking out. See you guys all later on tonight. Until then, guys, peace out, everybody.